Oops. Hello everyone. Welcome back to uh the D&D campaign that was actually running in the background without being streamed because well, shit happened to my laptop. So anyways, I believe the last time the campaign was streamed, it was quite a while ago. So let me just give everyone to recap. So, the party after completing Hamas's quest, they were asked to escort him through the walls of flames, which they did. And on the very first night they reached there, their very important client who was responsible for opening a gateway between the two places was murdered. So now the party is trying to find a way home. They have gone uh, they continue down the path. They landed in the forest and they continued down the path. They met an NPC, which I'll just omit details for now. And the NPC led them to a town, which they were hired for another quest, which it was a 2 to 3 hour chess game, which the party miraculously came out victorious, and now they head to this capital, which they now realize that the capital is filled, or so they heard, filled with demons. And if you remember, we have a few members in the party who are, let's say, they're not very friendly. They're not very open to the ideas of meeting demons. So the party did some shopping and stuff, and now just waiting for the rest of the players to arrive, I guess. Yes, that was a really crappy recap. I apologize. I had no script for this. So, uh, as always, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. If you have anything in the chat, I will be reading it pretty slowly because I'll be focusing on the campaign more. So yeah, I'll reply if I see it. I'll just reply in chat, not verbally. Anyways, let's just hop back into Discord.
That's also a fifth one.
Yep. What did I miss?
You missed the part where we level up again.
I'm just telling John.
I heard up to the part that the party is within disintegration range.
Oh,
Yes,
now I'm
the
just telling
party
John.
is within this integration range. Also, you missed the whole part where we plot how to kill the bear.
Oh.
Mm.
Yeah, we're throwing a disintegration at it, right?
Yeah, so he would be low health, but he's still in bear form. He's like, yes, I'm still in bear form. I'm fine. Disintegrate.
Okay, so
Well, both of them give save. Can go start first.
Yeah, I know, but I don't want to start.
We can just settle what John wants to buy for his character. What you want to buy, John?
I have nothing to buy.
Okay,
There's always
you have a short downtime. It's not much, but basically you after the party reached the capital. It was in the afternoon, and uh, the
right.
rest of the party members went out to the marketplace to buy, uh, well, mainly clothing.
So, how
Uh,
many times did I get stopped or arrested for trying to fly around the city?
the moment you try to fly on your Pegasus, a guard immediately comes and tells you to not do it.
Oh, so there is no flying in the city thing.
Can we like go to the library and get
Uh,
like some information?
oh, well, you okay? The guard tells you that your familiar is too big. If
Is your familiar gonna get like angry because the guards call it fat?
it's
Does
a
it call your?
Uh,
I mean, it's a sassy horse. I don't know. It could get mad. Did you just call me fat, commoner?
Well, I'm pretty sure it won't.
you do see uh like you probably by now you probably see one or two people flying in the air, but not on a mount, but on a broomstick.
So flying with not a big familiar is allowed.
Yes.
Racist. I mean, familiar sis. Oh, also because last time we were like at the scriber or the person who sells scrolls, I would like to ask if he knows something about transportation to this world and how
Uh
to get back.
okay.
I'm not or maybe he knows someone like a library that tells about this law.
So the last time that you went to the bookstore where Flynn bought his enduring spellbook, if you ask the question, he'll just tell you that uh teleportation spells. There is the place to go for that. Like if you're looking for spell scrolls, unfortunately, we do not have any to sell because there's really no point. And as he says, there's no point selling spell scrolls. You can see that he's like just like depressed about it or feeling a bit dejected. And then he continues, if you are looking for information or knowledge on spells, you would want to visit the library in the academy.
Do is anyone permitted to just go in or do you need any special
Well, the public is allowed to enter the compound, but uh, after you just need to do a registration at the gates, and you can visit the library there.
okay.
It is the only library in the capital.
I'll I'll do like a I'll switch between both Kayan and Hilda. I'll use my telepathy and say that I'm not too sure about how tight the library registration would be, but that it is also a place of information. So it might be dangerous for you two.
I have a question. Where did you get telepathy from?
Oh, it's from the Ghostwise.
Uh, I I don't
Oh,
quite remember, but
It's the Ghostwise.
I think I mentioned that the this guy spoke in that time Flynn spoke to him in Elvish, I believe, and he replied, and everyone who was there understands. So you don't need to use telepathy.
Oh no, this one is for us only. I'm speaking common to Kayan and Hilda, just in case someone is listening. I don't know. It's a magical book place.
No, no, I mean if you're trying to convey information about where to
Ah,
go, you don't need to because
I'm talking about the registration thing because they're hiding
okay,
themselves. Yeah, yeah. I'm just relaying that message because there might be scholars, so it's kind of easier for them to detect other races if they have studies on that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just relying to Hilda and Kaya. So what would you like? But you can speak to me back in common, I guess. Because it's only one way telepathy. It's not like message.
Okay. So we know about the academy now.
Yeah, and also a tight security registration, I think. I'm not even sure if it's like very tight anyway.
Well, we can always go in and find out.
Okay, why don't we visit the library and see how the registration is? I'll go first and ask. Since I'm the only one
I will
that
follow.
yeah. I mean like we all go, but I'll go ask the guards for the registration thing first. You get what I mean? Means that I'll register first, see if I what's the other type of requirement for this registration.
Okay, so most of the other party members has already bought new sets of clothes. Uh, does Hilda want to buy any of those?
What clothes? No, not really.
Okay.
I have more than enough. I think. I hope.
So the party goes after they are done buying what they need in the marketplace, goes back to the inn, to the very fancy Maple Inn, and rests up for the night. Next day, uh, okay, yeah. So the next day, morning comes. Does the party want to go towards the library first thing in the morning or what?
Uh,
I mean, the library is the main reason we're in this city, right?
It
yeah,
would be the best if we take our time to learn, just study and learn what is information is in the library. Possibly take a lot of time. Might be well to go in the morning.
uh, I think we should just go to the library. Hello, Alex.
Hello.
We're planning to go to the library to get more information about the teleportation spell that we were casted on, or how a way to
Oh,
get out also. Yeah.
nice. Wait, does the Helm of Comprehending Languages allow me to comprehend written language?
If you are touching it,
Or I need to touch it? Okay.
yes.
Such intimacy. Okay.
Oof, what? Okay. Uh, okay. So we're gonna walk towards the library. What do we see in front of the library?
Okay. So the party walks. I guess just assume the regular stuff. You prepare your spells, like the class that needs to prepare their spells, have breakfast, do whatever rituals they need to do, and the party leaves and heads towards the academy where the library is situated. So as you approach the academy, which is here, you
I
uh you probably didn't quite notice it yesterday, but now that you are actually moving towards it, you notice that it is a castle.
Ooh.
It has the towers that you'd expect to see from a castle, and the walls. Well, the walls are as high as the outer walls of the capital, and you can see that as you walk closer, you start to notice there are statues, like evenly spaced along the walls.
Statues are sus.
You can, if you look, if you pay attention to statues, you can see that these statues are, they are something you recognize, or if, well, I'm gonna assume that most people here will recognize this, especially Flynn and Kyan. You recognize these statues as demon statues. These are in the forms of what you know, like uh, they are exactly how you expect, or you have read or saw a picture of how a demon would look like. You can see there are the horns and the different features. But then again, these statues look very different from all the people in this capital. As you continue closer towards the center of the academy, you see there is a large amount of people walking into it. Each of them wearing a similar outfit. They are all wearing a uh, an outfit that's mostly black with hints of red.
I knew it. They are lawyers.
And on their, what you call it, their shoulders, there is each of them has an insignia on it.
The
Which one?
shoulder.
Yeah, on the
What?
shoulder part, the side of the shoulder. Yeah,
Okay.
Are
Um,
they were
would I
holding the
recognize the symbol? Like, who would it belong to? Does it belong to a
you do
specific
not
demon?
recognize any of this symbol.
But they recognize the statues.
are their
Okay.
uniforms the same color as the ones of the guards? Oh,
No,
okay. Are they having any weapons on them?
you can see there are a few that are carrying what seems to be swords or rapiers. Some even has some carries a a staff, but it's longer than a wand, but shorter than a staff.
So a rod.
Yes, a rod.
I would like to also see if they carry books around.
Some of them, yes.
Hmm.
Well,
Yeah, that
half of them, I would say.
child group. Maybe they are the
Hmm.
academy students or member of the staff.
Okay. From the colors of black and what red was it?
Mainly black with some red, like lines
Okay.
of red color.
Would I recognize the theme of this color from any of my studies?
The theme of this color.
Would it would it belong to any specific house or clan?
Oh, no. They do not
Okay.
resemble any of the House of Clans that you might have read before.
Okay.
Do I notice any
Uh,
banners like or insignia on the building itself?
There is a there, there is a common symbol on it, which like yeah, it's you do see a few banners with the same symbol on it.
Oh, okay. So it relates to the building then.
But
Okay.
what's on the student's arm, on their on their arm, not their shoulder, sorry, on their arm, uh,
Mm.
you do not recognize any of it. Some of them share the same insignia, but you you do not recognize any.
Either their ranks or their groups then.
So
Other ranks or groups.
uh,
Well,
as the party just waits there, like after some time, all of them, uh, like the line of presumably students has entered the academy, and now the road is clear once again.
is there like anyone on the ground that is like standing there, but it's not like a student? Maybe I can
Oh
ask
yeah,
around.
if you
By the way,
Yeah.
at the gates there are
uh,
guards,
Mm.
but
I would like
different
to
from the guards that you encountered when you first entered the city, or the guards that stopped
Oh,
Hilda from riding her mount.
wait, they're the same ones?
No, they are not the same.
different.
They
Oh,
do
but they have they're
these
wearing the same uniform.
like these guards are not wearing armor.
Oh, okay.
I wonder how many times have I got warning from them already.
I don't know, man.
I don't know
I
how
think they
many
don't like
times do
you
you
riding.
try to ride your mount.
No. Okay,
This town is a
so
no-fly zone.
okay, I tried to mount it. No, I tried to walk around with it. Also, no.
No, yeah.
What else? What else would I do with that is a no?
Using it as a job where you carry people around, so it's a no.
No. Okay. Anyways, okay. I want to ask you know the quote unquote students.
Yeah.
Roughly, how old do they look?
They look about the same as you.
Uh,
Like uh from just their
yeah.
facial features, or like from their how they look, probably as young as you.
Ooh.
Mm.
Okay.
Uh, I'm gonna ask the guards to show me to the library.
So would what language are you speaking to him?
I'll be speaking in Halfling.
Okay. So Charles walks up to the guard, and the guard hears you speak halfling and just tells us, like, his hand just gestures for you to wait for a while, and he goes in to the like the small guard house or guard post, and comes out with a stone, and
That's useful.
and he's holding it in his hand, and he says, as he speaks, everyone understands him.
Oh, okay.
Okay, like sorry, what did you want again?
Uh, hello, sir. We are like travelers, and we need some knowledge from the library.
Travelers. Uh, in that case, we would. She just like looks eyes each of you for a while, especially those who are dressed really weirdly, and okay, yeah, just
We all changed
I
our
thought most of them. I thought most
uniform.
of them changed clothes.
Yeah, the only one who hasn't like really
okay.
confirmed is
Hilda
Hilda.
hasn't changed clothes.
Yeah,
I am very good
you're the one
dress.
who's
Oh,
you're wearing a dress.
oh yeah, okay, sorry, you were wearing a dress. All right, okay. In that case,
The rest should be
he
wearing the most common clothes.
he he just looks at all of
I
you
bought
like,
a dress.
okay, sure. In this case, uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He goes back in and grabs a tag for you. It's like, please keep this on you and keep it visible at all times. This will be your visitor's pass.
All right.
Is it neck those tag you wear on your neck or what?
No, you can pin it on your shirt or dress or your
I said,
Does it have
clothes.
like the small school insignia as well?
Yes, there is the same insignia on it, and on it it's there's something written on it which none of you understand.
Wait,
Flynn might know, but no one
maybe
else.
does the
Even comprehend languages
yeah,
If you are you casting comprehend languages from the helmet, it reads library pass.
okay.
Okay, thank you.
I say thank you in Halfling to the person and ask
He
him
actually leads after
oh,
everyone puts on the tag. He leads all of you to the library.
all right.
The library is let me just put it out here. It's on the east of the academy. Shapes. It's somewhere here.
Mm,
Yep, the red one
where
is
are we?
that red part is the
So
library. So he brings all of you there, and once you are at the front of it, you can so previously you see a castle, right? A castle. So after he leads you to the library, you can see that this is a separate building,
hmm.
and at the door, like, so this is the library. Please please remember to keep your
No,
tag
Alex left.
on at all times, and uh
Mhm.
okay, please keep your tags on at all times, and you are only allowed to stay until sundown.
Okay.
And then after saying that, he returns to the gates.
Uh, I'm gonna I'm gonna speak telepathically to Hilda, Kayan, and Alex one by one in common. Do we want to ask the librarian for like information about the spell, or are we gonna find it on our own?
I reply back in telepathy saying, might draw suspicion if we
so do you
ask.
use telepathy? How do you use telepathy to
I think you can just
fly?
speak in common back. Oh wait,
Oh,
no,
I thought this is like a message thing. No, is it
no, it's
okay?
not a message.
No,
It's
no, no, no.
just me.
It's his
Oh, okay.
halfling telepathy.
Yeah.
All right, then I'll just reply normally saying we might draw attention if we ask. Uh, if we know it's a spell, just searching for our own would be good. If we need help, we'll just ask carefully.
Okay. I and I wanted to ask like, is there the spell section for gateways and realms and traveling spells? But I guess we can find it on our own.
Okay, so as you enter the library, uh, yeah. So once you and so there is a large glass door which opens up as you approach, and you enter the library. As you enter the library, Hilder, Flynn, and Charles, all
Mhm.
of you feel
Magic,
weird.
mana.
You feel weird and a bit tired.
Oh,
Ooh, that's not good. I wonder why.
uh, okay.
And yeah, Kayan and Reaper, you do not feel anything at all. But the other three, that's what you feel. You feel a bit odd, and you feel like just a little bit of
It's a sleep spell. Duh.
it's not you don't feel sleepy, but just feel a little tired. Like it feels like after you uh after you worked on the farm for a long day and you stop and take a rest, that feel.
I'm gonna find like a chair and just sit down.
There are a few chairs, but so okay, there are a few chairs that you as you enter, but as all of you try to just like grab a seat or something, there there is a counter right up ahead. They
Mm-hmm.
just feel that for a moment, but it's not a lingering feeling. But the odd feeling lingers, but they are not tired. It just felt that way, but you know you just woke up. It's not even noon, and you haven't done anything yet, so they are definitely not tired, and they're not sleepy as well. So, anyways, there is a counter,
Wonder why.
and the person at the counters notice all of you enter and say, "Uh, I suppose you are outsiders of this instead of students. How may I help you?" You you hear the voice and you look up. You see a person, a female wearing a long, so a little similar. Like you can still see the same outfit as the other uh
Students.
students previously, but this one, in addition to that, she's wearing a red cloak, or sorry, not a red cloak, a red cloak
Mental.
mantle. Yeah, I guess mantle is the right one.
Sorry, but what language is the librarian speaking specifically?
He's speaking Elvish,
Hey,
I think
Okay,
I
only
understand. At long
Kaya do
only
last.
understand.
I
but
think only
if
two.
considering that you have casted comprehend languages from the when you're at the gates, you understand her as well.
I think Alex only
Where did
two.
he get comprehend
I
languages
bought
from?
one. I bought one last
Oh,
session.
Yeah,
oh. So you have a
Regardless,
fish head.
yeah, I have a fish head.
Uh,
So
I'm gonna like take a while for me to like get my bearings after that grogginess, and then I'm gonna cast tongues.
Oh, so you have tongues too.
Yeah, I'm a cleric still. That's why I
Damn
didn't
it.
buy the comprehend language.
Then there's no need for me to take tongues then.
okay.
I
Uh,
mean, you should. You
wait,
should take
what do you
tongues.
call that again? It's a jacket, but not a jacket again. It's
a
longer.
vest. A vest.
Cardigan?
Not a vest.
Trench
Cardigan?
coat.
A coat.
Yeah, a
Uh,
coat, but less.
I,
Well,
I think it's called a cardigan.
no,
he's
no,
just wearing a
not
hoodie
cardigan.
and being emo.
Is it a blazer?
Somewhat similar to a blazer, but it's longer. It extends down to a knees.
Oh, that's not a vest.
Yeah, it's not a
I mean,
vest.
certain blazers do extend down to the knees. It depends, but most of them come up to like
The yeah,
the thigh.
just the waist there. It's not we don't see long ones. So a coat slash blazer. Well, that's if you get the image of what I'm trying to convey, that's fine, really. It's a red coat slash blazer. So
Coat slash blazer.
yeah, for the lack of term,
So it's a robe.
I don't know. Is it a robe?
It's a hoodie.
No, there's no hood.
Okay, so
Okay,
it's like a jacket,
it
but
is
it flows
similar.
down.
It is similar to a robe. Yes.
What are we doing this?
It's a bathrobe,
But it is
basically.
more. It's closer to.
Do you have a picture of it?
No,
Maybe
I
you
don't
can like
have.
describe.
I mean, like
No.
what I'm looking at right
Are we
now is are
are we
wrong
talking about
pictures.
Harry Potter looking things?
Not as messy as theirs.
Okay, those are very messy.
Yes.
Is it like the
These one are
Master
very
Control?
well tailored. That it fits her body line very
Wow,
perfectly. So it's not like it's
wow.
yeah. So uh okay, you know how like in schools like prefects or librarians they usually wear differently?
Yeah,
Yeah. So this person who just came out of the count or who was just at the counter is wearing the basic or the same uniform as the others, but she has something on as well.
是。
Yeah. So yeah, so she sees all of you enter and like asks, so you are not students of this? Yeah, something like this.
So that's
A dress shirt?
vest.
Except that
That's a
it
vest.
has its sleeve as well. Uh, yeah, I mean like this is a vest, but imagine that it has a sleeve as well, but and then it extends down to a knees because this one is a vest and
And a skirt.
and a skirt. Yes.
Okay.
Just
Thank
gonna
you for the
let's stick with
explanation.
robes. Let's stick with
Yes, I
robes.
didn't want to say robes because of how like the image of Harry Potter robes or
Okay,
like
bathrobe then.
graduation robes or bathroom robes come up like that's not what I'm thinking. But yeah. Anyways, you get the idea.
Mm.
Yeah. I asked the librarian in Elvish. Good morning, Miss. We are travelers. Doing a research about certain magical effects and spells that we need to know in case we come upon it in our travels. Would you know any section that we could take a look?
Well, I'm a librarian here, so of course I would know where the books are. And you can see that she just puts her hand at the waist as she says that. Like, for what you are looking for, you would find them on the second floor. But there is a lot of books related to spells. What do you know? What are you looking for? To be more specific.
Um,
Looking
Um.
for teleportation type.
yes.
Uh.
We're
uh
travelers and we
Either
wish.
that or opening of doors.
Conjuration, I would say.
Oh yeah. Uh, as travelers, we wish to shorten our distance from town to town. So we wish to know about the spell.
Teleportation. It would you would find them at the second floor. s- Uh, second floor to your right, you would see rows of bookshelves. It's on. You would find it on the row. You find it on row F.
All right. Also, is there any reference book for like languages for that so that we can reference if it's in a different language?
For that you can. Uh, she looks at you. Looks at all of you for a moment.
Okay.
well, all of you look like you might be speaking different language. Hmm. In that case, a beginner's guide would be more appropriate, I guess. Wait here. She tells you to wait, and she goes out the counter, goes to the back of back of the counter where there is a few trolleys of books there. She just digs through it and grabs one out. Comes back and like, this one should fit your needs.
Okay,
And
I grab.
you see that Dummy's Guide to Language.
Okay. So is what kind of languages does the book have for referencing?
It it is very basic, but it translates. Okay, it is actually a very thick dictionary,
Okay.
but it so after she hands you the dictionary, she's like, okay, so uh, quick guide on how to use this book. Before opening this dictionary, you would want to put your hand on it and think about the language that you wish to use.
Oh. Okay.
So, for example, she puts her hand on it. I let's uh let's use abyssal as example. You can see that the runes and etchings on the book glows and dims. After it dims, she opens it and she just opens it like so. After you have done it correctly, the book should be showing you
What?
to showing you the word in abyssal and the translations in other languages. That's if we're using abyssal as the example.
All right. Noted. Thank you so much.
Well,
Yeah.
so second floor, row F for what you need, and I suppose the guard at the gate has reminded you, but visitors can only stay until sundown, so be wary of the time then.
All right. Thank you.
And
I think. Yeah.
mhm.
I think we'll be moving up to the second floor by now.
So on the ground floor, you see that so there's the chairs as counter. There is a few bookshelves, and then in the
Okay.
center there is the stairs that leads up and leads
Mm-hmm.
up and splits.
While we're leading up, right? Is there anyone else besides the librarian in the
There,
library currently?
as you go, like just try to go up the stairs, and you see a few more people around there, dressed similarly, like the first person you met.
Mm. Okay.
So as you head up, you start to see rows and rows of bookshelves and some tables and chairs for what you assume is for visitors or students to use to read.
Mm.
To go up
Is
to
there
Mhm.
I'm looking at all the bookshelves, right? Is there like a template of a reference on each bookshelves that tells what books are in stored in that bookshelf itself?
Yep, there is. So each bookshelves they will be there's a label on what's in this, like what category it is, and on each floor, like there is like a floor guide that if you understand, you can read it and you would know where to go to look for what you need.
I'll ask Kayan and Reaper for it, because tongues will not let me understand the words.
I
Sorry, you wanted what?
Uh, Asking you guys to read the labels, because I'm not even sure what language it is currently.
Ah, okay.
I put my face to the wall.
What?
I put a finger on top of the book, sorry, or on top of the lettering to read it.
It reads. So right now you are on first floor. It reads first floor.
Ah, okay.
And then the
Uh,
categories of things that are in here. There's like begin like basic spell casting, uh counter spells. Well, not directly counter spells, but okay. You know what? Screw it. Like basic spell casting, counter spells, fortification, nullification, and the list goes on for a bit and it ends. And then if you move your finger up a bit, there it reads second floor. It reads all the different types of magic, and conjuration is on the right of this right on the second floor after you reach the second floor, as it as what the librarian mentioned earlier.
okay. I tell this to Charles. Uh, this is the first floor, Charles. If we want to go another floor up.
Yes, we should. Also, why am I the leader, de facto leader now when Flint's not here? I'm just a farm boy.
Then if you continue
Because
reading, uh, like
Charles, when he's not drunk, he's actually a responsible man.
oh yeah, he's not drunk.
I'm not drunk.
So if you continue reading the board, like there'll
Not
be
to
like
ask that.
third floor, advanced spells, etc., like etc., etc. I'm not gonna list them all right now. And then the f- that and then fourth, there is a fourth floor, and then there seemed to be something there previously, but it's been taken off, and now it is replaced with something that says
Off limit.
students are prohibited to be on the fourth floor.
Interesting.
We are not students.
A
Yeah, we don't.
forbidden library section, eh?
Does it say anything about the general public not welcome as well?
Okay, I yes.
I,
Students
I
are
mean,
okay. Students are prohibited.
I
Students
don't
are
know. Maybe the
prohibited from students are prohibited on this floor. Visitors, please. Uh, visitors.
well,
No, sorry. Visitors are not allowed unless accompanied by authorities of the
Qualified
academy.
authorities.
The you get what I mean.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we can actually disguise self using Reaper as the librarian, and we can stick in if we need.
Uh, we can most certainly try, but I am not
Not
optimistic about not getting caught.
So right now, the party has gone up the first and second floor. You see there is about two librarian on the first floor, and there is one on the second floor.
all right. Is there a secluded place for us, like take books and read there?
There is no
Yeah.
secluded place, but there is a place for you to take the book and sit down and read. There are tables
And
and chairs.
All right, let's all just uh
Comfortable
split up.
tables and chairs.
Let's split up and find books.
Maybe to go to
Yeah.
because you may have tongues, but only uh, Reaper and I have comprehend languages. Perhaps Hilda and Reaper will go as one. I will follow you, Charles.
Sure.
Okay, so as all of you
Uh,
approach the bookshelves, you see everyone can't except Flynn, who can recognize a bit of the written language. Everyone without comprehend languages can't understand whatever there was on the bookshelf and the labeling. So, with the two that has, uh, okay, besides going towards where you are pointed to, what is the party doing? Because it sounds like you guys are up to something else.
we're just gonna split up and cover more ground on finding the spell and books easier.
Wanna sneak into the forbidden section?
We don't even know what's inside the forbidden section yet.
We
Let's
wanna
just
find
find it.
out.
We should just find the spell. Honestly,
Yeah.
let's just take a look around and just if Kayan would pick any relevant book about teleportation and stuff like that, DM.
Uh, I'll
Eh,
place a book, the reference book in a table, and then tell the librarian there that we're gonna come back, and then I tell the party, let's meet up back here in an hour of just searching for the books that we need.
Okay, so Kayan will just pick.
Before that, I would like to ask a question to Hilda.
Hi.
Are you an expert in the mystic arts of teleportation?
No.
I
Would
think
you
it's
even know what a title of any related teleportation book would even sound like?
I might.
Great. So here's my counter offer to the DM. Whatever time Charles and Kyan takes, we'll double that. Because Reaper knows jack shit about magic.
Okay, so you go. So there's the so row F. There's the bookshelf, and there's two sides. So each side will be like taken by two of you. So you go in and uh you go in and start looking or touching the books
Touching the books, okay.
oh no.
because you wouldn't understand otherwise. Everything is in abyssal.
How abysmal.
So there are a lot of different titles right there. Uh,
I'm
God,
not very smart halfling.
I,
Hey, I
I am
have
not
the
smarter than you.
The only one who's smart is not even here, Flynn.
I
okay,
have the stat. I do not have the
Team One
knowledge.
and Team Two. Whoever that's feeling lucky, give me a D100.
Okay, I'll roll the D100.
Alright, sure.
Alex, you want to do this or should I?
A five.
I
That
thought
was
Okay,
team
so lucky.
I thought team one is already doing it.
no,
It's
no,
two.
no. Both sides
You
need to roll.
yeah, you also need to roll. Yeah.
Oh. Eh,
You trust me, Alex. You trust my dice.
why not? It's not Monday yet. Do it.
Okay. Come, dice. Show me how low you can go. Beat grass, go lower.
Okay,
You fool. You
Okay.
failed.
so for Kyan and Charles, both of you will be grabbing whatever book has conjuration in its title.
Okay.
For
Oh wait. I have a conjuration spell. Find greater steed.
Yeah, it's kind of like a transportation
I am
spell,
not
I guess.
sure how that is gonna be relevant, but
No. I'm just saying. It's just remember it's a conjuration. It's not
yeah.
important. It's just,
Okay, so yeah, one side they'll be just grabbing any book that has the word conjuration in it. The other side,
we know how to separate summoning and teleportation. Do we?
okay,
Okay.
I don't know. Let's see.
You grab every book on the shelf with and without conjuring in it.
Do we roll a check? Do we roll a check? Look at these
You also
dice.
grab a bunch of books that has the word conjuration in it.
So gonna be
Yeah. And after the 1 hour, like you just bring whatever books that you have picked out to the table, and you spend a long time skimming through
translating
it. Give me
okay.
Give me
I have
a
another
group
idea.
perception check.
Perception.
Yes.
Perception. Who has perception here?
Okay.
Okay, right now
I have a
the
plus
party
3.
is skimming through the book. Like all the books
Wouldn't
that
this
they
be
have.
investigation?
No.
Let's just say.
Okay, how fast are you going through the book?
Considering I have to literally fondle every page, not very fast.
Okay,
Charles will use
Not
the
very
for
fast.
for those that have to rely on the dictionary, you will be trying to just like skim through and look for the keyword. You would be rolling perception, while those who needs to actually go through each line one by one with their fingers, you can use investigation or perception.
Can I use sorry,
Yeah,
guidance?
yeah, you can.
Alright.
You get guidance for all of us. I don't know.
Nah,
I
I
don't know.
like
you can't guidance all at the same time.
I got a
Look,
I got a
oh
12.
look, someone rolled high.
can I
Someone
flex?
rolled high.
I got a natural 20.
Nice.
Yay!
Can I flex?
The
Do
what?
it. Do
Can
it.
I choose? I choose not to roll. Does a 21 work?
What? What? How? Oh!
That's the perception.
Oh!
Oh,
Ropes!
I have reliable talent and I am proficient in perception.
What the fuck? God damn it. So after a few hours of going through everything, you actually okay. Uh
Hmm.
okay. Reaper, roll. Just roll.
Okay. To make it simple, does a minimum of 21 work?
I mean, it already works, but just roll.
Okay.
I shall cast guidance on him.
I am guided.
No. Because this one you're all doing it at the same time, so you can't
Oh.
guidance him because you can only guidance yourself as at one time. But I'm just currently just trying to see.
Let me check.
25.
Okay, so Reaper ended up finding the right book
Hey,
apparently.
at least we don't take like so long for it.
Everyone
look.
else, the book that
We
you
went too hard behind.
no, everyone else, your books are on conjuration, but it is not on teleportation. It was about summoning creatures, and some very foreign magic to all of you. It sounds like it summons creature as well, but it sounds very foreign to what you know for those who have the knowledge about it. Reaper, you go through a lot of books and then you stop on one. You've noticed the word teleportation. If you go deeper, it mentions it goes into how teleportation works, the mechanics behind it, blah blah blah, and you do find a list of spells, of teleportation spells.
I move the book over to Hilda.
I
This is teleportation. This says how to cast teleportation. What
wait,
is teleportation?
wait. This is the spell teleportation.
No. This is a list of spells that are categorized under teleportation. So if you pass
Oh,
it over
don't
to
worry. Yeah.
so
Oh,
you
that's just
pass it
purely
over.
roleplay. I have no idea what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so you pass it over to the whole party. Uh, those that are referring to the dictionary, you make out that it is a list.
Actually,
It's the
no.
theory and
I would
stuffs about teleportation, and there is a list with different spells. Like it's just a list of spell names. You know this. I mean, do you have Misty Step?
No,
Eh?
bots don't get mixed up.
Oh, okay. I mean, you could take Misty Step if you want, but you didn't. So, yeah.
I mean, dude, that's magical secret.
I believe certain elves have Misty Step. I believe or
I'm
Fast
a
Step.
half elf.
Yeah, so
He's not that kind of
The only,
Flynn would
the only
know.
no. The only elves that get the bling bling thing is Eladrins or high elves.
Actually, no, my Flynn doesn't know because Flynn is doesn't get Misty Step yet.
Hold on.
Actually, I wouldn't pass the book to Hilda because I'm not allowed to speak in common. I have to pass it to Charles.
Okay.
Oh wait, does Charles understand Sylvan?
No. But
Shit.
how long has it been? Has it been an
Okay,
hour?
I have
Because
returned.
I did cast tongue.
It's a few hours. You have to
What I
recast it.
missed?
Oh, okay. No, I'm not recasting tongues until I meet someone else.
Tongues is only spoken language, huh?
Yeah, I can hear what people speak to me.
Never mind. I shall. Wait, then how have we been communicating when we're looking through the books?
Common?
I
Sign
thought we said we weren't.
languages.
I thought we weren't. I thought we weren't talking about.
We're not supposed to talk in common, is it?
We were
Were
not
we
supposed
not?
to talk. We are
Okay.
not supposed to talk in common.
Uh, shit. The only one who's supposed to be my. Wait, I can speak Sylvan.
Oh, you can speak Sylvan.
I
Yeah.
can speak Elvish and Draconic and Common. These are my three languages.
Why do we all not have a common language other than common?
Because we thought common would be the common, and then someone threw us into the demon realm.
I wonder who.
I mean, no one is
Uh,
stopping you from speaking common. It's just a restriction you impose on yourself.
Oh, that was Flame's restriction.
yeah, you know what? I'll just pass it over to Hilda and whisper very, very quietly.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, what is this? Why are you speaking, romantic man?
I speak in common. This looks like what we are looking for.
I look at what he's pointing at.
You don't understand a word that's written on the page, my friend.
I have a dictionary.
Well,
Is it
good
gonna-
luck then.
Okay, so Hilda spends a bit more time with like comparing between uh, dictionary and the book. You can make it out that it's uh, a book on the theories and philosophies and all the boring stuffs about teleportation, and then there is a list of spells categorized under teleportation, which you which you slowly make out the names of what each spell is. You flip over the pages. You continue going through the book.
Okay.
It is recorded in it how to cast each spell. However, it seems okay. So you bought a scroll of Crusader's Mantle earlier.
Right.
Like, although you can tell that it is different. Sorry. Although you can tell that the spell are like these two are not the same category, but there is something more to it. Flynn's not here. If okay, I'll just speak for Flynn. Flynn looks over, and for him, they do look like spell like what would you would record down in a spell book for how to cast a spell, but there are certain parts of the spell that are different or foreign to the wizard in the party.
Mm, different how?
Does it require a different material component, or is it a different cost?
Is it a
Is
different
it
class spell?
like minor details like that, or is it
The
more to
components seems to be the same. Uh, Fuck it. The wizard should have enough arcana for this,
I have enough arcana, I assume.
but you don't draw these things as a bard.
I know, right? I know, right?
Okay.
More part.
The casting process, there is something different to it. Like if the wizard casts spell by 1+1, this one will be a 1+1 times 2 minus 1. There the times 2 minus 1 is the different thing in it.
I'm
Not
very much confused.
yeah, you could assume that it is the somatic or the verbal component that has differences.
do we have any other spellcasters here? I whispered to the group. This seems to be more inclined to them.
I'm gonna try to read it also using the reference book. What do I learn?
The same thing.
Okay, it's not druidic or cleric spell. Uh, no, there is a librarian here. We can ask her or him or them.
Hmm. Why do I have a feeling that we're gonna have to enroll into this school?
And then we become the Archmage. What's this, Skyrim?
Lol.
Exactly.
Uh, why don't we just ask them because I'm not even sure if we have the time. Can I check the time? Is it almost like closing time or what?
It's about noon now.
Lol. Uh, you know what? Let's go ask the librarian.
Okay. Let let's bring the book then and let's go ask.
Uh, I'll bring the book if and then we go and ask the librarian.
So, which librarian?
I think the second floor because she's in charge here. She might know more.
You go up to the librarian on the second floor. This is a guy. So
Okay.
he
I mean,
But aren't you a woman?
oh wait,
Aha.
what are you? How are you approaching him?
First,
menacingly.
I'll speak halfling. Say that I'm having trouble understanding this spell. There's a few words that are missing, and or I don't understand the requirements of the spell in whatever is happening here. So I just speak to the person if they can explain to us in better detail.
Uh,
The guy
Oh,
looks
that's
at
wonderful.
you. It's like, oh shit.
Oh wow,
And
wow.
he starts casting a spell.
Ooh.
The librarian.
Librarian cast a spell.
Should we be worried?
As he starts to cast the spell, you
Damn it, the one time I didn't take Mage Slayer.
Lol. I don't think the librarian would try to kill us. Or
okay.
I hope it's a comprehend languages. I hope.
Guess that.
Nah, comprehend languages wouldn't save you here. Okay, as he starts
No, I
casting
hope
his
he's
spell,
casting comprehend languages.
yeah,
No, I'm hoping he's casting comprehend languages and not a fire.
Even tongues, or even tongues.
would we like people who use the spell? Would they notice that he's casting those spells?
okay, hold on. I'm trying to describe it.
Okay, okay, sorry. Right.
As he starts casting the spell, Charles, okay, everyone noticed this, but Charles, uh, you can tell that this is a tongue spell.
Oh,
But
okay.
in when he is casting it, so he does the same. I think tongues requires vocal and material, right?
Mm-hmm. Think so. Let me just double check.
Vocal material, yes. So as he's casting it, so you recognize this. You recognize the spell because of the vocal component, but as he's casting it, you see there is a spell circle forming as he's casting it, like just forming, uh, not on the ground, but rather in the air, where his hand is holding the material. In this case, he's holding a ruby-like medallion. You see some, you see the magic circle form. There's some sparks, and it turns blue at the end, which then dissipates in the air, into the air. And it's like, sorry. He starts speaking.
Halfling.
Yeah, he starts speaking halfling because you're speaking halfling. He starts speaking halfling like, yes, sorry, what do you need again? I'm sorry,
Uh,
I can't speak halfling without a
oh, I
spell.
apologize. I also tell him about the spell that he used was very interesting. And then I tell him about the book and then the teleportation spell and the requirements needed to cast it. Okay, because it's different from what my friend knows and he knows about teleportation spells.
Oh,
different.
I think I understand.
Uh, he looks at the book like, what's different about it? It seems the same as how it always was.
Okay, can you explain to us how the spell would be cast and used?
Uh, to explain it, well, that's a tough question. Suppose you just follow the instructions. Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't quite get what you are trying to ask
Uh,
because
uh,
this is pretty. This looks novel to me.
I think I understand. Okay, okay, so I think I understand what we need to do. Kyan will then reply, uh, in Elvish, saying, "Oh, I think I understand what you mean by that. Thank you very much, young man. We'll we'll see another part of the library to understand it better. Thank you very much."
All right, then. I shall return to what I was doing. If you would need help other than the previous question, I would be glad to try helping. He,
Oh,
he says that awkwardly.
we'll ask him like where does he get his ritual components for casting his spell tongues?
Mm, there. Oh, well, this is something I have received from my parents. But if you need spell casting components, there is a shop in the marketplace.
What is the name of that shop? May I know?
Ah, what's the name? It's so famous that it's so easy to forget.
Is it if they provide the name right? Is it the same shop that we've been before, or is
You
it a
have
different
never
one?
been there. No one has been there yet.
Oh, you can think of the name later.
Like
I'll
he
just look
just
it up.
scratches his head for a while. Like, oh god, I can't remember it. But there, it's hard to miss. You know what a, you know what, uh, crap.
Mm,
Does that item exist in D&D? Does that item exist? Hold on, give me a
I don't
moment.
know. I don't know what you're referencing, but okay.
Shit.
I just want to know if you need the components to shop later to cast a spell, so we can go there.
And while you guys are contemplating that, I will be right back.
Okay.
Oh
Hey,
yeah, it.
don't
Uh,
forget
he
water.
says that it is hard to miss because there is a huge glass crystal as this on the sign of the shop.
Okay. But you've forgotten about the name. It's fine. We'll try to find the
Well,
shop later.
yes, it is so famous that it's now become so. It became a thing that you would just forget.
Okay. All right. Noted down.
And
Okay. I think that's all for the question.
I almost wanted to say menagerie, but it's not menagerie.
Oh.
That's the wrong thing.
Okay. Um, if if we're done with the librarian, Cayenne would like to lead the group to the first floor, where it said spellcasting 101 or something like that,
Yeah, spellcasting
and
basics.
yeah, spellcasting basics, and he would like to take a look at the books that will explain how differently the demons cast spells rather than us. Perhaps maybe then we can understand why this teleportation spell is different.
So you head down to the first floor, you do the same thing again, and you reach a row of bookshelves, and uh, there's a few books, like different,
Okay, I have returned.
Oh, welcome back.
like there's few books, but although they look different, but they have the same title. So you grab one of them and you go through it. So yeah, no one has tongues right now. So actually, no, tongues doesn't help. So
No,
the ones who
and
comprehend languages will be reading it, I suppose. So you read through it. There's a lot of things inside the basics and stuff, but this part catches your attention, specifically the vocal material. So they use a few examples, including detect magic and identify as basic spells, which I'll just assume that you all of you are discussing among your own. And right now it's noon, so there are a few students entering the library as well. Uh, you you realize that in their vocal component, they actually have an added part in the chant, which is similar to what you have seen in the book about teleportation. This part is has no use of its own, but it can be used for something else. It can be used for more advanced spell casting method.
I have no idea what that means.
And then you see a small note down there. Although the spell has been altered, the spell still functions the same as the wisdom of the wisdom of our king has has improved our spell casting.
It's a shortcut.
Okay, I explained this to the
It's
group.
not really a shortcut, but something.
I turn to, well, I'll turn to Hilda. I have no
Smoke
idea
coming,
what is. I look at the soldier. I have no
smoke coming
idea.
out from there.
Yes, I have no idea what any of this means. It describes about less chanting
No, no,
and more dancing.
it's not less chanting. It is so if magic if detect magic is uh a 10 letter chant, their version of detect magic has two more alphabets in it.
oh,
It's
is this
something
like a
like that.
cult? Is this a cult calling spelling
A
spellcasting?
a cult what?
So their casting is longer.
Uh,
Yes.
they you say like the gods or something like. Is it a cult spell?
No, no, it's not the
Okay,
god. The note says that the spell has been altered, but still functions.
I think I understand what you mean, Sora. It means that even though it requires more chanting, it has advanced their magical prowess. It's better.
Something
Yes,
like
yes,
that.
I get it. It's just
Yeah,
that. What's
Something like that.
the
Now, allow me to enlighten you out of character. Reaper has no idea how to even cast a single spell. Bold of you to even assume he can comprehend spell theory.
Okay, out of character-wise, I always play the spellcaster. This is my first time playing monk, so I think I understand what this means. However, in character-wise, I have no idea how to cast a spell, so I'm
Oh,
relaying this
why?
information towards Charles and towards Flynn, the two spellcasters within our party.
Oh, there's a third one. Hilda.
Again, bold
Hilda
of
as
you.
well.
I have
Again, bold
forgotten.
of you to assume that Reaper even understands enough to properly explain it.
Why is the ones that has no spellcasting being our translator, Hilda?
Because they are the one
That
wearing the
is
helmet.
Yes. You
yes.
know what? Uh,
Why did
okay.
Charles cast tongues on me?
No one casts tongues on you.
No one casts tongues.
No one
Period.
I mean,
casts tongues.
I'm asking the Charles why did he not just cast
No,
tongues on everyone? Cannot
no,
understand.
tongues doesn't help. You need comprehend languages.
Yeah.
You know,
He's explaining, right? The guy's explaining, right?
Oh well,
They,
yeah.
he can speak in Sylvan. I can just speak in Sylvan to him as well.
Oh, okay.
you know what? Uh,
What, you're gonna speak
ah,
in scans?
no. I'm just gonna take off the fish bowl and put it on Hilda's head and push the book over to her.
The
You
fuck?
read it.
Is it an attunement item or what?
No,
No.
just
No, no,
cast
no.
it.
Oh, I quickly wait. Are you covering? You're already wearing a helmet within the helmet, right?
I'm wearing a mask with. I'm wearing makeup underneath the helmet. Yes.
Okay, good. Then I don't need to like put something
Oh,
on your head in case someone notices that
I
you're.
have a hood.
All right.
We are daijobu.
Okay.
Okay. So
You
their
now know
spell
how
is
to
more
cast.
complex. Correct.
Hmm. Yes.
More complex, more precise.
You know that it's more complex. Whether it's more precise or more potent, that one you do not know until you
So
cast. Until you attempt to cast their spell.
okay. So the what spell am I looking at right now? Can I tell?
I assume that you are looking at the base spellcasting basics. So you're looking at the detect magic.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay, I'm
can,
looking at detect
can
magic.
can I find the guidance spell for basic?
There is no guidance spell in this because this is just about the spellcasting basics. It is like it
Okay.
just uses identify and magic detect magic as examples.
So can I actually cast the spell using the book?
You try casting, nothing happens.
Of course. Well, I need to ask the guy with permission lah.
I mean, oh, if you go and ask for permission, they'll tell you that no spellcasting is allowed in the library.
Maybe someone wrote it down.
You want to scribe a spell that takes hours.
I mean, like
Anyways,
in a note.
no, it really takes an hour. 2 hours
Mm-hmm.
at least.
Yeah.
And you need to be a wizard to do that.
Yeah, the silent flame is over there. Who had bought spell scrolls the other
Yeah.
time?
Like
Can
if
can I just make him just make one scroll and just copy
he
one of
can
the spells?
he can copy it into his spell book.
As long as he has the goal.
I just
I think he can spare the gold. I'll just whisper to it. It's for fighting demons.
he,
Do it.
Oh,
he needs to take another loan from Kayan, I think. I don't remember how he has gold left, but I don't remember how much.
I think he has less than 800.
That's enough. This is a level 1. It's like What, 100? Think that's a
And
basic.
I can give him the 50 gold, and he just use the other 50 gold.
I remember he borrowed. I remember he asked for 800, so I just gave him 800. So he must have less than 800, maybe 500
Yeah, he
GP.
has gold. Copying spells. It for each level it takes 50. 2 hours and 50 gold.
Okay, he spent it on his own lah. But then I just whisper, "It's for fighting demons. Just do it."
So he's gonna
He
take
knows
2 hours to copy down a detect magic.
while he's doing that. What else do we want to do in the library? Go to the forbidden section. I know Reaper wants to go.
Well, I am kind of curious.
Uh,
Well, if we are waiting for Flynn to copy the scroll, I would like my fish head back, please.
if that's
So
the
give
case,
back the fish head.
I'll stay with Flynn, and if whoever wants to go, you guys can go, or maybe I can follow for the forbidden section. I'm not too sure yet.
Kayan is staying with Flynn.
Alright, then we three can go investigate the forbidden section. If maybe they might have more information about finding a way to escape this place.
Well, it's not called forbidden section, but okay.
Uh,
The
okay,
off limit
It's
yeah,
section.
I'm
so
still Harry Potter. Alright,
roll stealth for whoever that's doing it.
just
We're starting in there.
I mean, they're trying
I
to.
thought we're getting someone to escort us in there.
it's
I don't know. Are you guys trying to
maybe Reaper
ask
can wait.
for
We can't cast
access?
spells, right?
I am going to ask.
Okay,
Hmm,
you go and ask, and
yeah,
they will tell you that no students or outsiders allowed on the fourth floor. The only time you can the only time a student or an outsider is permitted there is if they have a permission from the chancellor or someone of equal authority.
we have to beat the Chancellor of the Dean round 3.
So, are we still going in?
Uh,
I don't want to break unnecessary rules.
problem is we can't cast spells for disguise self. So we can like go in as one of the librarians.
We have physical disguise, but I don't feel like breaking rules.
Says the one that doesn't want to hide herself from other people.
That's because I'm not breaking any rules.
Well, I'm kind of curious. So I'm going in.
Okay.
Does a minimum roll of 22 is a minimum roll of 22 enough?
I mean, that depends on their perception.
Okay, I'll roll then.
Because it's a perception versus stealth.
Sure. I understand. I shall roll with advantage because of moi cloak.
So, other than Reaper, anyone else trying to sneak onto the fourth floor? Okay.
Kayan is not sneaking in.
I don't think I have enough stealth for this.
So just Reaper.
Yeah. Just check. I'm double checking my.
I guess Kayan can help by distracting the librarians. He will go up and ask them sorts of questions like, okay, so
Yeah.
he'll talk in
I
Elvish like,
I'll be honest. It doesn't matter unless you can
okay,
distract all
fine.
the librarians. You are on the first floor right now. He has to go up to second and third and then fourth. So unless you can split into X amount of copies, you can't distract them all. But okay, with a 29, Reaper managed to just instead of stealthing, it's more accurate to say that he's just walking around that and looks so natural that no one paid attention to him, and he just made his way up the stairs up to the fourth floor. Right at the top of the stairs, you see a sign.
Mm-hmm.
Authorized personnel only.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You don't see any librarians up here.
Oh, they did give. I Ripper will say to himself, "Well, they did give me a library pass," and I walk in.
As you step past the sign,
It's gonna be an alarm, isn't it?
you froze.
God damn it. Okay.
And yes, there is now an alarm. A literal
Fuck.
ringing alarm.
Fucking hell.
The other librarians immediately like the third floor one immediately rushed up the stairs like, and saw a frozen Reaper right there. It's like, and you hear them okay, I assume you would recast the comprehend languages.
Am I allowed to even cast spells in the first place?
Apparently comprehend languages does work.
Any other spells that work?
I mean, did you try casting the other spell?
Would it have been worth it to even waste my charge?
I don't know,
If
but
yes, I would.
I don't know,
If yeah,
but you wouldn't really know. Can you cast other spells? Wouldn't you?
sure. If that's the case, I would like to try to cast invisibility on myself before stepping in.
In that case, the moment you step in, you froze and got decloaked.
Interesting. Sure.
So, assuming you have your comprehend languages recasted after you got your helm back, you hear there's two librarians that immediately rushed up and like, "Oh, this is not good." Did wait? Did no one tell them that they're not supposed to be here? Yeah, it's like the other one's like, "How would I know? I'm not. I'm on the third floor the whole time." And then you hear them bicker for a bit, and you see that they have no idea how to get you out. After the alarm rang for around a minute or so, it stopped, and the one of them's like, "Shit, we need to get the chancellor." Like, do I have to? The other one's like, and then looks back at you. Can we leave you here hanging?
I even move.
You can't move, but you can see that they are like, oh shit, we have to ask we have to ask the chancellor to defreeze you. It's like, I'll ask the head librarian to see what she can do about it. And then one left. If all of you know, all of you heard the alarm, by the way. It's not a mental alarm. Yes, Flynn knows dispel magic. Wait, not Flynn.
Okay.
Wait, Charles knows dispel magic, right?
Charles, it is a cleric spell, so
I
she
I I
should
know we have
he
one
should know.
counter, one dispel. Yeah. Okay. So one of them leaves, and then comes back with the librarian, which greeted you earlier at the counter. Is like, and she looks at you like, I told you not to.
Did she?
Well, yeah, she did remind you that. Well, oh, sorry, not. No, sorry, not she. I told you to like. I I think I forgot to mention it, but oh god. And it's like, yes, you can return to your duties. You just the other librarian just leaves, and she goes up and starts casting a spell. As she's casting a spell, you can see that uh something's glowing on her chest. There is a brooch that's pinned right there, and it's glowing as she's casting a spell. You see the same magic circle appear as well, and after she stopped chanting, the magic circle turns blue, and you can now move freely again.
Ah, cool. I nod to her.
Uh, well, uh, visitors are not. Visitors and students alike, they are not allowed on this floor. So yeah, I suppose that was my fault. I forgot to remind you about that.
I nod.
So yeah, yes, stay away from the fourth floor, unless you wish to
I
be
nod.
stuck again.
I nod.
And she waits for you to go down, go
Yep,
back down.
I go down. I go back out.
You go back up.
No. Wait. Is there a way up?
I don't know. I thought you say you go back up after going back down.
I'm pretty sure I'm not crazy enough to do that again, so no. I go back down to which floor were the others at?
I'm back.
They are
I,
at first floor, copying the
Yeah, I go
spell.
down. Yeah, I go back down to the first floor. Assuming I can find my way back to the first floor.
Yeah, it's you can find your way back to the first floor.
hello, yeah.
Yeah.
What is
Did she dispel my comprehend languages as well?
No, your comprehend languages is still on.
Interesting.
Well, dispel magic don't
Okay.
dispel everything as well. Dispel magic, you choose one.
Interesting. Well, I go back down to the
Actually,
rest of the party.
oh wait, now my dispel
Mhm.
magic dispels everything, but no, your comprehend languages is still on.
Interesting. Well, I go back down to the rest of the party and shake my head. Mission failed.
oh
God busted.
Yes.
actually where you guys want the dispel for? I just got back from the toilet.
Oh, I triggered because Reaper triggered the alarm. And there was a free spell as part of the alarm.
Oh, I would have. You want me to cast dispel? Was it?
Well, they wanted to, but they managed to to get the head librarian to unfreeze Reaper, so everything is okay for now.
Okay.
So right now it's like, I'll just say like close to an hour past.
Yes. Is Flynn not done yet?
Lynn, it's 2 hours.
God damn it.
Hmm. So
I mean, it's a
thinking.
library. You can do so many things.
Ike?
Besides
Get
researching
info.
on spell casting.
I want to know what's the chance.
Ike?
Wait, Dan, you said you wanted something about the Chancellor. You want to talk to him, is it?
Find a book about it. And about this magic school history. Okay. Might as well learn. Is is
I
there
mean, is there?
is there a guidebook for that? Yeah.
Okay, after all, like
Nah, I probably do it where Reaper was trying to like enter because I didn't go with him.
the his, if you're
Want
trying
to
to
go to the
okay, if you're trying to find like what a book of the history of magic, you do find it. It's very long-winded. You
Does it also have the history of the school and what's the purpose of the school?
that would be in the general history section instead of spell casting.
I'll go there.
If Kain tries to find the history of Demon Realm, which I assume is similar to Charles, you do manage to find it following the floor plan on the first floor. You do find a book talking about the history of the Demon Realm. But let's see. Give me a perception roll, Kayan.
Okay.
This is something rather spontaneous, so no guidance.
17.
Okay. So you come you as you're browsing through the history section, you know you as you like just going through the books like the GIF you posted, you notice a book. The titled "The War and How It Changed the World." It's a rather thin book compared to the others. Do you pick that, or do you continue? Do you just go for the general books, the general
I'll
history
pick that
books?
one.
So you pick that one, you open it, you read through it. It speaks about the war that occurred 500 years ago, or rather, the war that occurred long time ago and was ended 500 years ago. It mentioned of the sorry, I thought someone was knocking on my door. Uh, it mentioned about how the war started and how the war ended. But there was one difference. Compared, if you compare to what you know, so what you would know about the war was the demons attacked, and all the nations had to unite together to push back the demon kind. That was it, right?
Okay.
And then the war ended when the hero defeated the Demon King. That was the version that you know. However, here it was stated the war ended when the Demon King sacrificed his life to remove, or to not remove, to separate the realms with the help of the hero. It was a it was long, much longer than that, but I just condensed it. Like that was the condensed part of the history.
Okay. Uh, Interesting. So it's saying that the hero, right? Do I know of this hero? Was it inside the history books?
There is a drawing of the hero, but uh, you do not. Well, the drawing was a very generic mural drawing. It was not a portrait of the hero. You know how the hero would look like from portraits in history books, but there was no portrait in this. There was only the Demon King's portrait.
Huh. Interesting. I'll take the book with me and I'll tell the others of the information I found.
Okay.
Guys, hey,
Hey, listen.
Damn
Charles,
it, I was refraining from that.
Reaper.
Yeah.
Uh, so do you remember the war, right?
Nope,
That ended 500 years ago.
I was not even born 500 years ago.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's
well,
human.
do you remember the story of such?
Would I remember a story of such?
Mm, probably. Like it's well, we haven't quite this I don't remember, did we establish this, but where were you born? Were you born in
I
the human supremacist nation, or you were you born in a nation mix with a mixed race?
Good question. You never asked, and I
Yes.
never thought of it. Uh, I'd say mixed,
Okay.
cause he doesn't discriminate and he kills any and all. So
All right.
yeah,
You at one point you probably heard about it, like when you were young, you probably heard your parents or your grandparents mentioning it.
okay.
Like it was
Yeah,
a not
the
much details. It's
stories
just
of
like last like a few hundred years ago, there was a war against the demons, and uh like people died and stuff, and they finally won.
yeah.
Yeah, these kind of things.
Uh, I might, I do recall something like that. Why?
Apparently, the history that we've been told, the stories that we've been told, isn't uh, at all. At, uh, I mean, take a look at this history book. It doesn't match up with the one that we know. Apparently, there was a hero, and the king of the demons sacrificed himself in order to create this realm. My only question is, if the demons were invading and everyone came up to push the demons back, why did the demon had to sacrifice himself in a war to build up this defense. It doesn't kind of make sense, does it? Unless
Yeah.
perhaps could it be that we were like the other races were like pushing the demons and they fought back and that is how the war began?
I look at Flint. What do you know?
Yeah.
Where are
Uh,
you?
Well,
the only
well,
one who's really one thing about the demon lore is the Flint, and he's not even here.
yep.
I was not
Well,
expecting him to be this late.
yes.
Unfortunately.
I mean,
Well,
he's Mariah lah. I mean, the family dragged him out to like
Yeah.
unexpected lah. What will Flint say? Uh, Demon, I hate those guys.
kill demon. Demon bad. Okay.
It could be a manipulation, like how okay, out of character would be like most history books would be making themselves look good and other things bad so that they can raise like nationalism within their own country.
Well,
Man,
I'll
hope
Okay.
the
one.
victors writes the history.
I
Yeah.
will one up you and actually say that in character.
The problem is Charles wouldn't say that, but fucking
I
Flint
would.
would.
I would.
Okay, all right. Then would you like to see it?
Yes.
All right.
I turn to Kyan and say, well, it is a book and it is a story. And over the course of my long career in removing obstacles, I have learned to never trust what is written in books.
Because the history goes to the victor, right? Only the victorious
Hey,
who write their side of the story.
oh, on the contrary, there are many things that you do not know, which I do, that I help create. Yes, out of character, Reaper has killed many, many, many important figures in many, many, many human countries that you do not even know of.
Fair enough. But if what we know of the story is true, that the demon lost, why would they written this unless they truly lost?
To that, I can only shrug.
Something doesn't need up. I think we're gonna need to do more research on this.
And there. Okay. Question. Do you guys
Yeah.
want to continue pondering about this, or should we just wait until the next session when Flynn is available?
I think we should stop here. I think
Yeah.
Yeah, because we need
this is a good.
Because I have no
we
idea.
can't continue without we can't continue without the key guy. That is
Yes.
his whole stick.
Yes. So yes.
This is like the filler arc where we were watching Naruto, but it's not even Naruto on the screen.
It's like watching Naruto without Naruto.
But
No, it's like watching. It's like waiting for Naruto to arrive, and we see the mishaps of their side
All right,
characters.
that'll be more like One Punch Man arriving.
Yes.
but yeah,
Yes,
so
we triggered an alarm. We found out who the head librarian is while waiting for him to copy his
yeah.
spell. This is literally a filler episode, isn't it?
Well, not really. I had like there is things, but
Guy who
Flynn,
can
but
use the information. Our wizard, our demon obsessed guy, he's not here.
Yeah.
I mean, Kayan is a little bit obsessed with demons. He's just more interested in studying them and their culture rather than just killing them
Yes, but
outright.
But yes, sorry for the drag, but that's where the session will be ending for today. I'm sorry if it doesn't make much sense. Hopefully, it will make more sense next session when Flynn is back. With that said, thank you everyone for watching. Have a good night, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.